An iconic moment there back on a Saturday morning. One of the most iconic images from the Oklahoma City bombing 20 years ago. Tough to believe that horrific day was now 2 decades ago. Tomorrow, a ceremony will be held to honor and to remember the victims. Among those in attendance will be the mother and grandmother of 2 children killed in the blast. NBC's Kelly O'Donnell is in Oklahoma City this morning with their story. Kelly, good morning.
Good morning, Erica. The heartache here was beyond measure back in 1995. I was here covering the events of the bombing for today, and it was domestic terrorism that took 168 lives, including those of 19 children. One family affected by this has been on a very long journey through their grief that took some unusual turns. Once the favorite toy of 2 small boys, this carousel has been a grandmother's treasure for 20 years.
They were just the light of our lives. Everything we did in our house evolved around those little boys.
Chase and Colton died in the daycare center inside the federal building in Oklahoma City.
I just know I woke up in hell.
Kathy Sanders and her daughter Edie Lucas watched in anguish April 19th, 1995. Over time, this grieving grandmother became a self-made detective.
McVeigh drew this, and I think it just made her mad. It did, and it just propelled her to find out the truth.
She's got fire.
She's got a lot of fire.
Army buddies Tim McVeigh and Terry Nichols were convicted of killing 168 with their truck bomb. But Kathy was convinced evidence of additional conspirators was ignored.
I was willing to dance with the devil to get to the truth.
She pursued witnesses and retraced McVeigh's steps, even befriended the bombers' families.
I remember the day my mom called and she's like, Jennifer McVeigh is at my house and I'm going to bring her over to meet you.
It was all documented in her book, Now You See Me.
Dear Kathy,
through prison letters and visits with bomber Terry Nichols, Kathy's rage transformed. Listen to a phone call made public for the first time.
Well, I love you too. You call me again in a few days.
I just found that forgiving was the best gift I could give myself.
With forgiveness, Edie says her life is joyful again too, raising her son and daughter.
I haven't erased it from my memory, but I've moved on and I'm happy and it's okay.
Kathy's long search did find comfort.
I've got a peace in my heart. I've got a smile on my face. It's changed my life.
And over the years, their process through grief has really changed. They told me that, looking back 10 or 15 years ago, they weren't in this place of forgiveness, and so they're happy to be there now. Now, Edie, you saw she has 2 children born after the bombing. They will be with her again tomorrow, as they are every year, to mark the anniversary. Preparations are happening behind me now. President Clinton will also be back to commemorate the day as families come together 20 years later. Erica?
What a powerful story. Kelly O'Donnell this morning. Kelly, thanks.
As you see those 2 boys now as a new dad, frankly, my wife said something to me a couple days ago that really struck me. She said the thing about having a child is your heart is outside your body and you somehow feel so vulnerable. And just to see that experience that that family had, it's crushing. It's just so awful.
Absolutely heartbreaking. And I guess you can't tell someone how to heal. So now 20 years later.
It's such a personal journey. It's
Absolutely.
true.
Somber anniversary.